Good morning students, welcome to our today's online session. How are you all? I believe you read the chapter which we took in our previous class. Today we are going to discuss a new chapter from your textbook. Take your textbook and listen to the video carefully. The third level, the first chapter in your Vistas, written by Jack Finney. Our main character is Charlie, a 31-year-old man. His wife is Louisa. This is a very interesting story. In this story, our Charlie, he had lost himself in the Grand Central Station several times. He always found himself bumping into a new doorways and new corridors whenever he entered into this Grand Central Station. Every time he had a new experience. He even had begun to believe that the Grand Central was like a huge tree, ever pushing new tunnels and new corridors like roots under the ground. So whenever he goes to the station, he finds new tunnels, new doors through which he enters. So every time it has some surprise kept for him. Once he got into a mile-long tunnel and came out in the lobby of a hotel. At another time, he came up into the building of an office. So different instances, different experiences for him whenever he went to Grand Central Station. There were certainly only 2 levels at the Grand Central, but Charlie asserted that there were 3 levels. He talked about it to his friends. One of them was a psychiatrist. The psychiatrist said that it was nothing but daydreaming. Charlie is daydreaming. He explained that it was only an escape from his present life, some psychic disorder. The modern world was full of fear, tension and worries. So this third level provided him an exit from them. So this is the explanation his psychiatric friend found about him, about the third level that only he could see in the Grand Central Station. His other friends agreed with the psychiatrist. They said that his stamp collecting was also a temporary escape. So his habit of collecting stamp is also a temporary escape from his stressful life. So everyone agreed to that psychiatrist. Charlie did not agree with them. He said that his grandfather started his stamp collection, not him. So it's not a way for him to escape from his stressful life. His grandfather started his stamp collection. And in his grandfather's days, life was peaceful. His grandfather was not stressed out. In his grandfather's day, life was so smooth and peaceful. He did not need an escape. Besides, President Roosevelt also collected stamps. So it is not only him who has this habit of collecting stamps. So they couldn't explain it by saying that it is his way of escaping from his fears, his tensions, his stress and everything. Because the same habit his grandfather had, who was living a peaceful life, and even the President Roosevelt had the same habit. So they couldn't say that it is his way of escape. One day, Charlie got late at his office. He wanted to reach home soon. So he went to the Grand Station to catch a train. He walked down the first level and then walked down another flight of stairs to reach the second level. but he got lost. He walked down a corridor, just as usual. He was lost in Grand Central Station. He walked down a corridor, then he thought it was wrong. He reached some wrong way, wrong path. But he walked on downstairs. He walked down a short flight of stairs. He thought he had reached the second level again. But actually, he had reached the third level. So from the first level, he got down, he walked down, took the stairs, and he thought he reached to second level, but in actual, he reached to the third level. The third level was entirely different and old-fashioned. It doesn't seem to be of the same century. It seemed to be of some old century. There were fewer ticket windows, very less number of windows where tickets are sold. The information booth was made of wood. It was not something modern. It was made of wood. The lights were open flame gas light, not electric lights. The lights were open flame gas lights. There were brass pigeons on the floor. It's not tiled or something. Men had beards and sideburns. So the hairstyle also differs. It doesn't seem like the men of that century. They had beards and sideburns. Women wore old-fashioned dresses, high-buttoned shoes. So everything was entirely seemed to be of some other old century, very old century. The third level station. The railway engine was small with a funnel-shaped stack. Everything looked a century old. He walked to the newsboy. There he glanced at the World, the newspaper, the World. The lead story was about President Cleveland. Later, Charlie found out from the library files that it was printed on June 11, 1894. So, the newspaper which he got from third level on that particular day was of June 11, 1894 of some other century. So, this is the first half of our lesson, the third level. I hope you will read the text and understand up to here. The second half we can discuss in our next session. So, take care. Have a wonderful day.